was 14, maybe going on 15, and I had an accident with my father on a bush hog. He ran over something, I turned around, it went through my eye, and it cut it in 12 different pieces. I didn't know how bad it was, and we got to the emergency room, and we got to Vanderbilt, and seen so many doctors, and Dr. Horn walked into the room. Dr. Horn said, yes, yes, we can do something. Let me get on the ball, and I will figure something out. And he did. He put me on the list for a donor cornea. He did a surgery that replaced my lens and replaced my cornea. Well, the last 2 years, I didn't notice it right off, but slowly my eyes were getting worse, and I was seeing double. Like, I couldn't talk to you without seeing two of you. I'd look over here instead of at you, or I'd have to go like this. This was my permanent position of talking to anybody. So I went back to Vanderbilt. I was like, because basically it hurt. I had a headache all the time. I was like, y'all got to do something about this. Well, they sent me to a migraine doctor. They sent me to a specialist on retinas and corneas and all this. Nothing's wrong. There's nothing wrong with your eye. It continued. I went 6 times. Okay, we'll fix this. You can do a glass eyeball. They said we can hook it up to your brain and it will function, it will move with your right eye. And they said it'll look normal to everybody else. I was so upset, I cried for 5 days until that appointment was supposed to come. The phone number come on my phone, and I was like, I don't even want to talk to them. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. And so I was like, this is not going to happen. Dr. Horn is somewhere. He may be, like I said, he may be in California because he's so good. And he probably moved on up. I said, but I'm going to find him. So I did. Thank God for Google, because I Googled him on up and I seen a commercial. And I did. I talked to a lady at the front desk and I was like, is Dr. Horn there? Is he really there in Nashville? Yes, ma'am. I want an appointment as soon as possible. And she's like, well, what's wrong with you? And I told her, she said, oh my goodness, we've got to get you in right now. So within like 2 weeks, they had me in. And I seen Dr. Horn. He walked through that door. He's like, why in the world are you here? He got in there and he said, your muscles have degenerated. You know, it's been 15 years. You're 30 years old. You know, it happens. So he sent me back to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital to Dr. Morrison, which is a wonderful doctor. He took me into surgery. He shortened this muscle, or he tightened it up, and he loosened this one. Well, my eye come back around, but I was still seeing double. So he said, your brain is going to take a little while to adjust. And he made me this thing that sticks to my sunglasses, and it did. There was no more double, but I could not see. So here I go, Dr. Horn, I'm back. I got that surgery done, and now what are we going to do? He said, let's do laser. It's time. He said, you know, this is what you need. I was like, well, that's what I want. I said, I'm scared to death, but that's what I want. And he did, and I went in there shaking like a leaf on a tree. And I was still as a mouse, and I told Dr. Horn how much I loved him. And he did the laser with all those wonderful angel ladies. And it was a miracle, because 10 minutes changed my life forever. I can read, I can see pictures, I can see people's facial features, and it is wonderful. It is wonderful. 54 seconds countdown in that room. Oh my goodness. Prayers have been answered yesterday and today. And y'all are like family now. Y'all really are.